G'day everybody, welcome to Lawnporn Live, a live stream about lawns and how to get a good one. It's Matthew Dorm here. Thanks for joining in on the show. I hope you're having a great weekend. Listen, I'll get the chats up straight away, just so that you're seeing that. So I'll do that now. Hopefully that comes up, and I'll move over a bit. Now, just bear with me for just 1 minute. I'm just going to get on the other computer and quickly see if I can get this going on the other computer. I just want to chuck it up on Facebook and just say that there's a live stream happening now. So just bear with me for a sec. Well, I hope you're having a good weekend anyway, because it was a bloody brilliant weekend here at Port Augusta. Really nice weather, and I was getting into doing just bear with me. Live stream is on now. Get that on Facebook so the peeps know. Alright, cool. I'll post that. Alright, I'll get that out the way and turn the computer off. Sorry. Solo one-man show here, so that's the way it goes sometimes. Takes me a little time to do things. But yeah, had a great weekend for sure. And the weather was just brilliant. Still cold in the morning, obviously, and it's not very nice. But yeah, did some leveling, and you know what? I wasn't going to film it because I just wanted to get it done. I was on a bit of a time schedule, but I just quickly ran in, got the GoPro, and then ended up editing for a couple of hours. And yeah, I did that video yesterday and popped it up, and yeah, it's taken off quite well, and it's doing better than my other videos initially. I always keep an eye on the stats, and yeah, the last day I've had about 110 subscribers, so thank you very much. Hey guys, if you're in the chat right now and you'd like to support the channel, there's a number of ways that you can do it. You can obviously like this video, that always helps. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification to get notified when I do drop a vid. And there's also super chat. So if you want a comment and you really want me to talk about it or something, you can go down to the bottom of the screen, hit the dollar sign. Don't go big amounts, just a small amount, and it'll come up highlighted on my screen, and then I'll be able to pay a bit more attention to it. So I'll just say a quick hello to everybody because I like doing this. We've got, what have we got here? We've got about 35 viewers or something, so nice. Thanks for joining. The usuals are here. Caleb, James, Jacko, Peter Pan, Mark, hello. Said that before. Now we are giving away 6 bags of 4 seasons tonight. We'll do that at the end of the show. And who else do we have? Let's see. Matty Biggs, he's always here. Marty, hello. Fat Ho, always laugh when I say that. Yeah, so who else we got? Jason Brissett from WA. Kate Goddard, hope you're enjoying that bag of 4 seasons, Kate, that you got for $1. So that worked out quite well for you with the super chat. Big M, how you going? Warwick, Tony Chalez, how you going? Yeah, weekend's been good, as I've been saying. Jason Brissett, David McNamara, hello. Michael Barber, he got the whole set on one of the promotions, and he sent me a picture of that. He's pretty happy with that. Matt Curtis, good evening. So, yeah, right, sorry. Someone said something that I shit all over lawn tips, but that's been hidden. So yeah, there must be some sort of thing here. Look, yeah, you got all your opinions, guys, about different lawn channels. Yeah, keep it nice, keep it clean, and just support the ones that you want with positive energy, for sure. Okay, Gavin Lowe from Sydney. How you going, Gavin? All right, tonight. If you might have noticed on the Facebook page, I have dropped the calendar, which I was working on today, the program, should I say, and I'll talk a bit about that. And if there's no questions just yet, maybe I'll take questions a bit later. I'll try and keep my eye on it. We'll go straight into the program, and I only do a 30-minute show here. I don't yabber too much because I want you to have a good time, quick time, good time, and not have to sit around hours watching YouTube to get the information you want. But look, we'll hook straight into the program. Spring is around the corner, which is fantastic. Hate winter for sure, and so September day one, we're doing the moist and the four seasons straight away. That's what we tend to do. We have the moist at the start of the first day of every month, and we just do that. Obviously, you can move that around a little bit. You don't have to put the four seasons down if you're following the winter program and you're putting down your four seasons in August. So, I always get the question about, I put down four seasons for 2 weeks and then I reno, or 2 or 3 weeks maybe, whatever, and then I reno, and it's a waste. Well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't, and you're not going to get the full using it as a slow release fertilizer over time. This is why we do it in the first week of August with the four seasons. So if you've done that, you don't need to do that on the first day of September. You can just chuck down your moist. Okay, so we're going to week 1 and launch 70 mils root builder 70 mils as a tank mix. You can tank mix those products together, and per 100 square meters of lawn, and of course the amount of water that your sprayer uses for your 100 meters. If you've got a bigger area, you have to work it out, and if you've got a smaller area, you have to work it out. But basically we go by 100 meters squared, and then you can sort of apply it to your own area size. So those products, Launch and Root Builder, will tank mix together. Launch is a sort of like a balanced fertilizer, concentrates on root health. It's also got a bit of kelp in it, but we just add the Root Builder in just for that more kelp to help that root zone. 70 mils is because a lot of people start the spring program, so I'm keeping that lower. You can go higher if you want, but the first time users using the 100 mils on the first application, they might get a bit of burn and they might panic because their lawn's not used to foliar treatments. However, that is basically designed to just condition the plant a bit before the reno. Now, week 2 is my renovation week. If you're in a cooler area, say in Victoria or something like that, and a big shout out to everybody in Victoria going through the coronavirus stuff at the moment. It must be absolutely shockingly terrible to go through all the restrictions that you have to go through. It could happen to any of our states, so our heart really goes out to you. I want to offer you my support. So week 2 is when I do my renovation. I do my renovation that week here because my climate suits it, and also with the early renovation, you're using you're losing less water to evaporation because it's not super hot. Really, I could get away with doing a renovation on the first day of September in my area. I've done it before that way, but it does take that little bit longer. So, look, I've made it week 2. When the full program's out, there'll be notes of, some suggestions if you live in a cooler area. The real tip is wait till October and just follow the recommendations just the same, and you'll be right. So in our renovation is when we do our insecticide treatment, and we do history. Celiprin GR is another good one. That'll give you 6 month protection. But history is a fantastic product. A litre will go a long way because 100 square meters only needs 8 to 12 mils treatment per the 100 square meters. So history's got a 3 month protection zone, and it's also a contact killer if there's anything already there. So fantastic product. We dabble with a bit of moist in that just to help the history get into the profile, because history has to be watered into the soil profile and be in the upper profile. That's where the bugs will eat your roots. So then we don't do any fertilizing there because we've got the fertilizing in the ground that we've done. If we've done our August Lawnporn program, if you haven't, you would have done it at the start of September, so you've got some nutrients there. So you don't need to fertilise on renovation day. Look, you can if you want to, but I'm just making it easy, simply because if you do a fertilise straight on renovation, you might get some burning with your regrowth, but that wouldn't happen. But it's just for the people that probably haven't done renos before and stuff like that, just to let them go easy. So week 3, we'll see a little bit of growth, and you've got to remember with your watering that you need to syringe cycle your watering. So you'll be watering every day, like 7 a.m, 10 a.m, 1 p.m, 4 p.m. every day for about 10 minutes, just to keep the soil wet while it's growing, and you can't let it dry out. And for the first week, your watering will be like that for every day. The next week, possibly the same, or starting to bring it down. But a few weeks down the track, you'll get down to 2 to 3 waters a week, a little bit more deeply, and then get to deep infrequent waterings once a week after that. But getting back to week 3, we put launch and root builder down at the small amounts, simply because the leaf is new and it needs to get used to foliar fertilizers again. So, and then week 4, charger 200ml, root builder 50ml per the 100 square meters. Now, I did this app around about the same time last year, and it just boomed. I've got a video called My Results with Charger, and it just shows you just how it really went, and it's fantastic. I didn't put the root builder into that mix at the time, but it's not going to hurt it or change anything. So Charger will get that leaf growth going. Iron in it will give you a nice bit of colour too, but what we really want is the recovery with the leaf growth, and just to cover in basically. So yeah, week 4, September, done. So then we go into October, and we start of every month we chuck down our moist, and this is where I put down the 4 seasons, simply because the grass has had a few weeks of a couple of little foliar feeds. It's starting to come up, and it'll be looking for some stuff from the ground, so hence why the 4 seasons comes down. 4 seasons is dual controlled release nitrogen and potassium. It'll really get the lawn going. It's got some iron in there for a deep green. So then we go to week 1, and our foliar treatments start going up a little bit. Launch 70 mils, root builder 70 mils, because our plant is becoming accustomed to it. Launch will really just condition the plant from the roots up, and it's got a nice bit of nitrogen in it to give it nice green as well. And now we're looking at 4 weeks into our renos, probably about the time that we're going to be starting mowing for most of us. It just depends on your weather and your conditions and how everything's going. And by about this time is when you are bringing down your water and your lawn's getting that recovered look and everything like that. October obviously is a little bit warmer, so it just kicks everything along. Week 2, charger 300 mils, root builder 100 mils per the 100 square meters. And that is just sort of like finishing off the reno, getting that leaf just covering in, and look, the iron will give it that nice deep dark green, and charger will really be moving the plant at this time of year, 3rd week of October, because the weather will be obviously quite warmer. Things are really starting to move as well, and the lawn will be, getting near recovery. If you do have recovery by that time, you might want to muck around with PGRs. I've left it a little bit later in my program, simply because plant growth regulator will limit your growth up, and it will send it sideways, very basically speaking, but it also is a way to combat seed heads. It'll make less seed heads and less height to the seed heads. I got a little bit sprung a couple of years ago, leaving it an extra week, and then then sure as eggs they came up. All right, so what are we up to? Week 4, green light 300 mils, and this is the first time we're bringing green light into the program. Everything should be nearly all recovered, and now we want that deep dark emerald green without the surge growth. And that's the beauty of green light. It's got all that iron in it. It's a nitrogen iron fertilizer. You hit it, it'll darken the green up, so that dark emerald green, which we all love on Lawnporn, and which really makes the grass pop for sure. And of course, we've always got the root builder in there to assist the root zone. It's a product from South Africa, believe it or not. It's considered where the best kelp is sourced from the Cape down at the bottom of South Africa, and straight away it's put into these cylindrical drums, and it's sort of like spun around very quickly, and that's how they get the kelp out of the kelp extract, should I say. So that's a process without using heat or without using chemicals, so it won't destroy the goodness, and the cytokine to oxygen ratio is about 300 to 1 in that product, whereas compared to a sea salt, which is about 7 to 1 because they're using heat and chemicals to extract it. But it's for the root zone. It's shown to be one of the best products for growing the root zone, so that's why I've always got that in there. Okay, into November, things will be looking really, really good now, and we can really start getting into our mowing. Everything's recovered, so you find your height of cut, and you start maybe doing things like grooming and stuff like that. So again, start of the month, moist, 300 mils. Embargo is the other product that I've got in there, and you can do that as a tank mix. Embargo is a pre-emergent herbicide. We don't want any of those summer weedy grasses coming up and spoiling our good-looking lawn. So let's get them before they even germinate. So the cool thing about Embargo and moist together is tank mix, the moist will get it into the soil profile easier because that's where it works. It works at the seed level and stops those seeds germinating. So yeah, all rock and roll there. So now we're into week one. This is one of my absolute favourite applications. It's green light mixed with root builder, mixed with plant growth regulator. And look, I've got a suggestion of 8 to 12 mils there. That's for a couch grass type. You really have to look at the Primo Max label to make sure that, and look at the different grass types. And also depends on what you want to achieve as well. Some people want a longer period of control. Some people don't. There's all sorts of things. Growing degree days is what it really comes down to, and you can get as technical as that. But look, I don't. I keep my levels sort of like medium to higher, and I just go once a month during the hotter times, and that seems to work well for me. You can see when it sort of engages and when it starts losing its effectiveness and power because you'll be mowing more, and that's the way I sort of go about it, rather than being real particular. So, sorry, I've been yabbering for almost 20 minutes on this. I'll keep getting going. Maybe this will be a longer show. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get through it all that I can. Getting to the Primo Max, obviously, plant growth regulator. It will sort of like thicken your sward without it growing up, is one way of explaining it. And it has some good benefits because it really tightens everything up, gets it all uniform. Mixed with grooming, which is more or less a couch thing that's sort of like vertically cutting the grass finely. You get a very consistent look, and it'll thicken up after thinning out with that grooming. It's a little bit hard to explain, but I've got a video called 3 Tips to Get the Lomo. So you should check that one out, and it explains the process of it a little bit more. But the cool thing about plant growth regulator as well is it'll thicken up that sward, and that sward canopy will protect the ground more, and you won't get as much evaporation as well. So there's also that. So then week 2 of November is just sort of like, launch. I call it a conditioning app because it just conditions the lawn from the roots up and just gets it in the optimum health. Week 3 is green light at the higher rate, 400 mils. So we're really getting into some nitty, pretty, good-looking dark emerald lawn here. And then the following week is a strategic app of charge at 300 mils. It's to promote that bit of growth coming out of the end of the cycle of the PGR, because I like to do a very early aerate in December, which, because the lawn will be really moving, will have a very quick recovery. So that is that very quickly. Now, I've yabbered for 10 minutes there. I will have a quick look at questions. Grab the wrong mouse. That doesn't help. Where am I? Here I am. Oh, let's have a look. Hey, Matt, we should plan a meet and greet somewhere in Adelaide sometime. Well, yeah. I'm probably going to work something out with Garden Grove again this year. They said, come back anytime. So I might get down there with some products and some show and tell, and that'll be cool. So I'll give advance notice of that. I did say I was going to try and get to WA, but the way things are going with COVID, I don't know how that's going to go. All right. Simon Neal, he's got his 4S. That's great. Excellent. That's the way we like to roll. Ben Datson, my main man. Matt, how you going, Ben? You're my main man too. There you go. Are you going to sell Charger in a 5 litre? I would like to. I'll have to discuss it with Amgro. I don't know if they're all that keen. You can get the Charger in the Folly Max from New Turf in a 20 litre. And that's probably the most economical way to buy it. Yes, 1 litre of Charger can go very quickly with a lawn, especially with the rates of 200 to 400 mils per the 100 squares. A Celiprin GR, awesome product. Yes, it is. Nice and easy to use. Don't have to have PPE gear in. You can just spread it down and water it in. It's pretty simple to use. Let's have a look. It's one here from Andrew Sterling, and I don't know what the answer is, and I don't know of the variety. I was wanting to lay a new lawn. Have you checked out Tahoma 31? Looks the goods on YouTube. Well, thanks for that, Andrew. I'll check that one out. Thoughts on a preventative fungicide program? I alternate Bumper and Group 3 and Heritage Max Group 11. Am I on the right track? Main drama is Dollar Spot in Brisbane on TIFF-Tuff. Look, I'll look into that one, Craig. If you send me an email, matt@lawnpornonline.com. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of it. I did need to do some research on that one for you. Okay. And ADE Turf Equipment is saying hello. They the Allet dealers, so check out adeturf.com.au if you're interested in the Allet stuff. Now, seeing as I've got to the end of the questions there, I think I'll just quickly talk about my lawn because it's now 21 past, so I'm really cutting it fine. Yeah, just quickly, as per the video, I've put down, I've put down the, well, as per the last videos, I've put down the irrigation now. The bare areas I've flattened, which was the last video. And look, I'm going to roll down on most of that area. I know that sort of breaks the agenda of what I was doing with the lawn, but I'm doing it for a few reasons. The reasons are that, I'm sick of looking at it for one. It's a bit of a mud pie at the moment, and, people will get something out of seeing the rollout go on as well, but more so, I just want those areas just sorted. The lawn has to come up quite a fair level, and because of that, I'm going to use that as my guide with the rollout, and then the other stuff I will scarify, aerate, top dress, and I'm going to have to top dress a lot, so I'm going to use those scarification clippings and the aeration plug holes, cores should I say, and pop them in the soil there to raise it up as well. So the beauty about that is that you'll get to see that process of of using sprigs and scarification clippings to regrow a lawn. So it's keeping to the agenda mostly. It's just those bare areas. I'm going to just turf them in a couple of, well, not next weekend, but the weekend after, sort of mid-August to, get that when the spring does start, it'll get that turf growing. I suspect the turf that I will get, considering the time of year I'm getting it, it's going to look a little bit drab. But it'll certainly catch on once it starts grounding in, for sure. So even though I did say I wasn't going to add to the lawn with, rollout lawn or anything like that, I'm only doing like 20, maybe 30 square meters of it. And, it'll still keep the lawn true to the equation. The lawn is also mostly Santa Ana. There's another sort of like type of couch in there. It's sort of a different leaf. I've got rid of all the common couch out of it, but it's like 85% Santa Ana, 15% some sort of other couch. And that looks really, really similar. I'm being very, very picky, but at least putting that 20 square meters of rollout will up my content of Santa Ana, and hopefully, it'll be the, it will be the prevailing grass, but that's the thought process behind it. So, now Ben's got a question up here. Needs a replacement reel for his 22-inch MoMaster. You might have to, Ben. You might have to contact MoMaster directly. ADE used to be a MoMaster dealer, but they're not anymore for whatever reason. So, yeah. Oh, look. Yeah. ADE answering the question anyway. Well, that's cool. Sorry, I'll let them do that. Does history take care of mole crickets? No, it doesn't. Look, it might affect them, but it's not registered on the product, so I'm not going to say yes to that. And mole crickets are a pain simply because they're really deep in the soil. So I would say no, it doesn't. Look at newturf.com.au, and they've got some products there to deal with mole crickets. Okay. All right. So getting back to my lawn, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Middle of this month. Roll out, and the rest of it I'm going to do, all of it's going to follow the program, and then the rest of it will be doing a renovation, and we'll all come together real nice, I hope. I've got a bit of a shade issue with some of it, and you'll see what I'll do about that in future videos. And I do have some plans about this area in the future, so I'll share that in the future, obviously. Well, look, it's almost half an hour. Let's get the prizes, hey? Let's just do that. All right, straight into it. And look, just thanks for the support and everything, everybody. I just wanted to say it's just been an amazing journey with Lawnporn thus far, and it just still keeps being amazing. I'm still masses behind in my emails. I'm doing them. Today did a few, and then got into the program. I got that sort of almost sorted. I've got the website coming up. So look, if I take a while to reply to something, just bear with me. I do get to mostly everything. All right. Look, I'm yabbering now. Prizes. All right. We're doing 6 bags of 4 Seasons tonight. We'll do numbers for the first one. A number between 1 and 100. And go. To chance to win a bag of 4 Seasons. 4 Seasons is a dual controlled release, nitrogen and potassium fertilizer, small little balls, so it gets nice and deep into your canopy and it doesn't get sucked up on your mow. Thank you. No worries. All right, the numbers are starting to come up. 2 people straight away hit the middle ground because they knew that I hit the middle ground last time. No, you got to keep going. I will. It's a number between 1 and 100. Kate's close. There you go. Close but not there. The first one that I see, these can really go bonkers, and now it's about to go bonkers. Sarah Sawyer, 12. There you go. That's what it is. Sarah Sawyer, you have won a bag of Four Seasons Fertiliser, Australia's most popular professional fertiliser. Sarah Sawyer. I don't know if I've spelt that right now. Sarah, if you email me at matt@lawnpornonline.com with your name, physical address, can't be a PO box, a telephone number always helps as well. And of course, we'll have your email address. We can get that prize out to you. All right, so that's the first one. Okay. Next one can be a trivia one. For people that have been following the page for a while and following the channel for a while, I know that I haven't had a dog for a long time now. What was my last dog's name? This is for a bag of Four Seasons. What was my last dog's name? And I miss the poor old boy. He's been gone for a few years now. Well done, Sarah. That's nice. So what was the name of my last dog? Technically, it was my wife's dog, but yeah. And I spelt Sarah's name right. Well, that's good. All right. Ben's got it. Guinness. There you go. Ben knows. There you go. Congratulations, Ben. A bag of Four Seasons. Bag of 4S. Bag of 4S. That's great. Did anybody else get that right? There's a few. Oh, Stephen knew. Stephen and Matty Biggs knew. Just luck of the draw. It was Ben Datson that came up with the thing. He spelled it slightly wrong, but I know what he's on about there. So, all right. Number 3 can be a numbers one again. Numbers between 100 and 200. My dog's name's Tiff Tuff Joe, you reckon? All right. Number between 100 and 200. I'm watching. Kate Hornsby, Spotty. That's cool. Turbo. That's interesting. Number between 100 and 200 for a bag of Four Seasons. And Ben, I've already got your number. And now I'm just being a little bit quiet. Shane B was close. So was Brendan Fox. Whoa. Okay. That has gone nuts. Right. Oh man, I'm getting dizzy. Hey, look, I'm going to stop that. There's just no way. I'm just going to everybody stop right now. All right. I might just have to make it knowledge. I'll see if anybody did get it right. And look, my thing only goes so far as well. Wow, that just went really, really, really quickly. The answer was 101, by the way, but I think looking on my feed, it's just nuts, and a lot of these messages are being held for review, so I don't know. Yeah, I can't make you see what I see. Maybe I can, just doing a... Oh no, I'd have to program it in. Alright, no, that's shit. Sorry. Sorry to swear. Yeah. So if your number isn't coming up, I think it's for some reason... yeah. Oh, this is going to stuff me in the future. Looking, can't see 101. All right, look, I might have to... Sorry about that, but the amount of messages coming in, I think, has just overloaded the system or something like that. All right, so we'll do something different. What grass variety does not have rhizomes? We'll have to scrap numbers for future, I think, because it's just too busy for it. So, now everybody puts 101. Yeah. All right, yeah. Sorry, I didn't go that far. Yeah, everybody's... so what grass variety? And Brady Watson's got that. Buffalo. That's it. Well done, Brady. Brady, if you could, just email me, matt@lawnpornonline.com, with your name. Jeez, my brain's going a million miles an hour at the moment because I'm trying to think, what am I going to do next now that I can't do numbers? Look, email me, address, phone number, you get the deal. Thanks, Brady, and congratulations. All right, so that's 3 that I've got. All right, what else can I do? Okay, what is the in the new program? What is the week 1 recommendation? So, what's the products and what's the mills per the 100 square meters? That's what I'm going to do. So, everybody's scrambling to look at October week 1, and they're going to come up with a product and a mill, and the other product and a mill. So what's the tank mix? That's probably a way of saying it. What's the tank mix in week 1, and what's the dose, the mils per 100 square meters? So I need you'll have to race back to Facebook and view our top pin post. Week 1 October. What's the product? What's the mils per 100 square meters? So everybody's going to have to... Yeah, Amanda, that's close, but that's day 1. That's day 1. 70 mils is sort of half right, Glenn Randall, but we need... Yeah. Ben's close. He's got launch 100 mils, root builder 7... 100 mils is not quite right. Michael Barber's got it. Michael Barber, 70 mils of launch, 70 mils of root builder. All right. Oh, no worries. So the last 2 prizes, we'll do super chats. Any amount, don't go ballistic with it. Just chuck in $1. The first 2 that I see with the super chat, we'll get bag of 4 seasons. You can donate more if you want to, but really just do the $1 and on the super chat, and that way we'll give away those 2 bags. And you can do super chats anytime, especially if you want to support the channel, especially if you want to just say hi, or you've got a question that you really want to get into. That question about the fungicide earlier on, definitely give us an email. I think it was Craig, for sure, because I'd be interested in doing that as well. So a couple of super chats, $1, bag of 4 seasons, $1. Kate Goddard got one last week for $1. She got it as well, which is good. She's got another bag of 4 seasons. She's done $5. And Warwick. Oh, we've got a couple. Warwick all hit at the same time, so I'll add a few extra. Stuart Symes and Caleb Johns. There you go. No more super chats, please. No more super chats, please. Kate, Warwick, Stuart Symes. We'll put Big M in there as well. Okay, so that's gone a bit crazy. So what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 bags of 4 seasons. I'll give it away. Amgro's going to kill me. Kate, you're highlighted there. Warwick, you're highlighted there. Stuart Symes, you're highlighted there. Caleb Johns, you're highlighted there. Big M, you're highlighted there. You're all big highlights. Well done. Thank you very much. Send us all your details via an email, name, address, phone number if possible. And even though some of those guys have won things before, send it to me again, please. I send it all on to Amgro, and that's that. Well, look, thanks for the support again. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a good time. Sorry I've gone a little bit over time. There was a lot to cover. I'm already getting a million messages for the program, which I've just popped up on Facebook today. So, all good. Get your lawn on. I've yabbered way too long. I hope you enjoyed the show. give it a like after the show. Give it a you know, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you're new to the channel, yeah, subscribe. The last day has been like 120 odd people, I think, have subscribed, so it's good. Yeah, so cool. No worries. All right, I'm yabbering now, and I don't really know what to say. So get your lawn on and have a good one.